morning and welcome to a very windy sunrise at Thatchers Rock in Torbay. The sun is just coming up behind me over there, and I've got Thatchers Rock there. I'll just spin you around. What I've got here is these flowers on the edge of the cliff that lead you out to Thatchers Rock there. It's still really early and not a great deal of light, so it's quite a slow shutter speed still. With the ISO at ISO 400 f5.6, I'm only at 1/15th of a second, and it's quite windy, so these flowers are moving around quite a bit, so I need the light to come through a bit more so that I can get a faster shutter speed to freeze the flowers in the foreground. But it's definitely a beautiful place to be sat watching the sun come up. I've got it in portrait with these flowers in the bottom leading you out over to Thatchers Rock there. It's quite a nice shot, I think. Wide angle, 16mm. f5.6, ISO 400, 1/15th of a second. Also taking same shot in landscape orientation as well, and we'll see what it turns out like. Whilst I've been messing about with my drone, the sun has come up. And is now casting nice light on like the rocks here. The island has got some nice golden side light on it. So I've just gone around again, finding some foreground that I can get really close to, and the island in the background. I've been round, done a few spots, these flowers on the edge of the cliff here, and various different orientations, landscape, portrait. Taken a few shots from here. Some of them might be nice. I'll post them all up now. Got another shot here. These flowers in the foreground on the edge of the cliff, and the cliff itself leads out and round to the island out there. Again, ISO 400, 1/40th of a second at f8, underexposed, but just trying to get those flowers as still as possible in the shot. In portrait, it's quite a nice image, I think. I'll pop it up for you now. just sitting on the edge of these rocks, trying to catch the waves as they crash against this rock and splash up in front of Thatchers Rock here. It's just a case of taking as many images as I can every time that the wave crashes against the rock. It's 1/13 of a second at f13 to try and get some texture in the water as it splashes. If I get a half decent image, I'll post it up now. What I'm doing is some long exposures, zoomed in at about 40mm, and focusing on Thatchers Rock behind me. 30-second exposure at f8 ISO 64 with a 10-stop ND filter on, so it's really smoothing out the water, and I think there's some quite nice shots, so fingers crossed. If they're any good, here they are. I'm presuming you can hear me over the sound of the waves. I'm having some fun down here on the beach with the rocks, doing some 30-second exposures. I've got this interesting seaweed in the foreground and all the rocks that curl out on an angle out to Thatchers Rock. See if you can see this. Possibly. The waves are coming in quite a bit now. I'm going to have to move. I think the tide's coming in now. So I'm going to have to keep retreating back a bit and finding similar compositions and doing some 30-second exposures. I've got f8 30 seconds ISO 64 with a 10-stop ND filter and the 24 to 200 lens on, and it's fun. I like doing this sort of photography. Hopefully there's some nice images. I'll pop them up now. So that was a very enjoyable morning at Thatchers Rock in Torbay. Done quite a few long exposures, which I always enjoy doing, and got a few different sort of shots with the flowers on the cliff, stuff like that. It's been a very nice morning, and glad I made the effort to get up at stupid o'clock and come out. Still haven't seen a single person so far today, which is nice. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video, hope you like the images, and thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.